Welcome everyone to Andover, Massachusetts, where tonight the Chelmsford Lions will take on the Golden Warriors of Andover in a Merrimack Valley Conference battle. The Lions took it on the chin last week to Londonderry, New Hampshire, and Andover had a big victory over Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Tonight, Rob, the Lions are looking to bounce back.
Yeah, we commented how good Londonderry was last week. And that's probably one of the best high school teams you and I and Dave has seen. But now we're starting the league play, and Merrimack Valley, anything can happen. Andover has been talented from time, memoriam, but Chelmsford has always given them a good go. And I think we've learned some stuff playing against Londonderry last week, so I'm feeling good about tonight's game.
I hope you're right. And Dave, 138 yards of total offense last week. We've got to do better.
Got to do much better than that, Bruce. I mean, that's not going to win any ball games at all, and they're going to have to put some yards up against this team. Andover's got a wide open offense, and they're going to just chuck it all around the park, and hopefully we can keep up with them.
This is game 66 in the series that really started in 1965. They had some games when Andover was Punchard High School, but the modern series, 1965, we had a couple of years that we did not play because of Andover being in Division I, Chelmsford in Division II. The last two times, Andover has dominated Chelmsford. Hopefully that won't be the case tonight. The Lions are playing a schedule, as we said last week, that's as tough as any in the state, I feel.
Yeah, the Merrimack Valley, I think, has always been kind of the measure of high school football in Massachusetts. And, Andover, Central, North Andover, Chelmsford kind of always been in the tops. Chelmsford had gone down a division, saw some lean years, low numbers. Numbers are back up, playing a lot of kids, and I think this is going to be an exciting season.
This will be a test of leadership for the Lions too, Dave. They're going to have to identify not just the captains, but other guys are going to have to step up if they're going to be competitive.
That's for sure. We'll see what they're made of tonight, opening right off the bat. Hopefully they can come out strong and put a good effort in. I mean, like we said last week, that was just a really good team. They got beat by a better team, but I think they're a lot closer to Andover than people think, and we'll see what happens.
Want to thank, before we go any further, I should have introduced Rob Russo and Dave Markham, and I want to thank Pete Padula for coming down to Andover tonight, fighting through the traffic, and going to provide our video. We're not live, as you can certainly tell if you're watching, and we'll do our usual splendid job. So thanks, Pete, and we'll be ready for kickoff in just a moment.
Chelmsford has won the toss and deferred. Andover will return.
This is Mike Beerworth kicking off for the Lions. A high Andover end kick taken at the 5-yard line and coming straight up the middle, runs into his own man, and that's kind of slowing him down just a little. Dante Berger was the return man.
Brings the ball to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Warriors.
Jack Mitri wasting no time in between plays. Sweep this way, cuts it back on the inside, and probably shouldn't have. Good stop that time.
Stood up for no gain.
One of the Lion tacklers that time, Jack Myers.
For the Lions. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors.
2nd and a long 10, maybe 11. Back to pass and completing it, but the Lions are there to make a pretty good stop, and he fumbled it. Let's see if this is a loose ball. Do the Lions get it? Yes, they do. Lions have taken possession. A little bit of a late whistle.
Recovered by the Lions at the 39-yard line.
There's the break we needed right there. Hopefully you can capitalize on this and get a lead here.
Something we didn't get last week, the turnovers.
Well, yeah, you can't. It's hard to win games when you don't get those turnovers, and that was a nice forced one right there. Andover did a great job with that hurry-up offense, and you question how long can you keep that going. But I tell you what, Chelmsford's defense really did rally, and they were a swarm-type defense.
And that's what you saw in that first series. Chelmsford with the football, 1st and 10, 39-yard line. Kyle Wilder is the quarterback. Kai Everett, the running back. Everett has the football and stoned right at the line of scrimmage. He had a tough time getting started last week. He's not a very big guy.
No gain on the play.
Needs a crack to get through.
On the tackle for the Warriors.
Has great speed,
Second
but
down and 10 for the Lions,
has to get a hold.
From their own 39-yard line.
Wilder again calls the play. He has 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. He's an empty backfield. Rolls it to the right. Rolls it, fires deep, looking for Engelhardt, and oh, he almost pulled that in.
That was Brooks.
Was it Brooks? Oh, 0, yeah.
Pass is incomplete.
Almost made the catch.
3rd down and 10 for the Lions.
But couldn't quite haul it in.
They just left that whole side open once we went in motion.
Yep.
It's now 3rd and 10. The Lions need a first down to take advantage of that fumble recovery.
So number 3 follows Dugan across the field.
Yeah.
Dugan in motion. Wilder rolls it, looks, guys, come in, and it's right at the stake. That was Brooks. Did he get the first down?
Jake Brooks on the catch. Brings up 4th down and 2.
And about a yard.
Brian Knott on the tackle for the Warriors. 4th down and a yard. Get loud, Warriors fans.
Wilder keeps it and does not get it. He was.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, it is going to be close.
Maybe a gain of 1 in the play.
That's all he needed was 1. And let's see where he is. Gonna measure it. Very close.
I like this call. I think Chelmsford had some good momentum. That was a nice pass on 3rd down, picked up about 9 yards. And that's just a QBI, so we run that all the time. All you need is the yard.
Yeah, I thought Kyle was going to have that easily, and then all of a sudden Andover reacted. Kyle needed probably to get down a little bit there and dive for that first down, but we'll see if they got it anyway. First down, Lions.
Boy, talk about a game of inches. That's what's right there. First down for the Lions.
Territory, or just shy of Warriors territory.
At the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford. They didn't pick up a first down, Dave, last week until I think late the 2nd quarter.
Exactly.
All right, 1st and 10 Lions, just shy of midfield. Direct snap. Wilder keeps it, cuts ahead for good yardage this time. Picks up 5 or 6, and a good first down yardage.
Yeah, I mean, most of Chelmsford runs are going to be an option. So the quarterback is reading a particular defensive lineman left unblocked. That time we pulled a lineman, and it's either a trap or it's a keep like you saw.
From the Warriors' 45-yard line.
Kyle has the play from Jason Houston. It's 2nd down and about 3 for the Lions. 45-yard line of Andover. Kyle to Bassett. Looking a lob. He's looking for Brooks, and he's knocked away. Good defensive coverage by Andover that time.
Intended for number 2.
I'm not sure of that. I didn't see
a little push.
Negro.
Yeah.
Connor LeBrun in coverage for the Warriors. 3rd down and 4 for the Lions. At the Warriors' 44-yard line.
All right, this is a 2-down territory here for the Lions. Wilder caught from behind.
Wilder and the keeper.
And this may be
He's
punt
taken
now.
down for a loss.
Because of the negative yardage, this
James
might be a
Chelmsford
punt.
on the tackle for the Warriors.
And it is. The Lions are sending the punt team in. Good pursuit by Andover's defense that time.
Caught a loss of
That
3.
was the same similar
Left down
pull
and 6.
play. We just went the other
Lions
way
in
with
punt
it,
formation.
but they followed the
Deep for the
pulling
Warriors.
guard and got a hold of
Connor
Wilder.
LeBrun.
Seemed a little bit slow developing too. Back to punt it is Gable Gray. And we've got a whistle. Timeout or procedure.
Flag down on the play.
False start by the Lions, so that'll
False
move them
start
back
on the
5
offense.
yards.
Back into Lions territory at the 49.
Gable Gray is a
Gable Gray back
sophomore
to punt.
punter. Had a good week last week, gets the ball high in the air. Good snap, left footing, and good high kick. And he gets a good bounce this time. Inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 Andover at the 11. So
Actually, we got an extra roll. It's on the 10.
Hunt is
All-
down
all
at
in
the
all,
10-yard line.
turned
and the
out pretty
Warriors
well.
start 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
Andover, coached by E.J. Perry. He's in his 11th season. He has a record of 87 wins, 56 losses. He's had some outstanding teams over here. The last 4 years have been very good for Andover High School. John Inman, the quarterback, spread the field again. He hands it off straight ahead. Good yardage coming straight up the middle.
Dante Berger on the carry. Brings the ball to the 19 again, and 9 on the play for the Warriors.
Dante
Second down and
Berger,
a
the ball
yard
carrier,
from the
9-yard pickup.
19-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Watch the air out here. And it's deep, and it's broken up. Great defensive coverage.
Johnny Edmonds pass incomplete.
That looked was,
intended for number 1, Chris Desson.
I didn't see the number. Was that
Third down and a
was that
yard.
Dugan?
Yeah, great play by Nate there. Got the hand up at the last second and destroyed that pass.
3rd and about a yard for Andover. Quick toss to the outside, picking up the yard. And that was number 8. Thank
Jason
you.
DeJesus on the catch. from
Jason
Johnny Edmonds.
DeJesus picks up.
Brings the ball to the 29-yard line, and it's enough for another Warriors. First down.
10-yard pickup to the 29. Inman looking to the sideline, gets his play now. Back to throw it, steps up, he has quite a bit of time, shovels it underhand, and a lot of running room now for Dante Berger. And he
Johnny Edmonds
makes it,
shovel pass complete to number 0, Dante Berger.
picks up a lot of
Brings the ball to
yardage.
midfield, and that's enough for another Warriors. First down.
Had a lot of time to pass.
He had a lot of time, that's right. Straight ahead handoff. This is Berger again. He's been the workhorse so far. Picks up almost 9 on the play.
Dante Berger on the carry.
Andover is
Number 9 on the play.
started this drive
Second
at their
down on
own
the yard.
10-yard line, and they've moved it
Jason Bello on the tackle.
very quickly down the field.
Correction, that's a first down at the 40. 1st and 10 Warriors.
Toss out here to the side. Good blocking on the side, and he's going to take this all the way. No flags. And that is Andy Walls.
Wallace
That's a 40-yard
from
touchdown.
Johnny Edmond, a 40-yard touchdown pass.
We were caught in a stunt. We had blitz off the corner, and that left really a couple of defenders only to stop that play.
And he did get good block. they were wiped out quickly, got some good blocks, and there was just nobody in front of them. One thing Andover has, as New Londonderry had, is speed.
Nate Bernard on for the kick from the Warriors. Max Dyer on the hold,
and
the kick is good.
7-0 Andover.
Andover Warriors 7, Chelmsford Lions 0.
So Lions were not able to take advantage of that fumble recovery. Got a first down on the drive, but it stalled, and Andover went 90 yards with this drive. Not many plays.
No, but there was a spark there with Chelmsford's offense. A couple of drop passes that I don't think you're going to see that happen too often. So I think we'll see some good stuff on this next drive.
I like the way they hit on defense too. I thought their defense was excellent, except for the breakdown on that last play.
Brooks back deep.
Kai Everett
as well for the Lions.
And Jake Brooks back for the Lions. Kicking it for Andover is Will Dever. .4:55 to play in the first quarter. Line drive kick coming to Brooks at the 10, right up the right side of the field, and is taken down at the 30. So the Lions will start at 1st and 10. Be nice to see a few first downs strung together at this particular drive.
James Cumberford on the tackle for the Warriors.
Well, we don't want to be as 2nd and 3rd and long.
Lions
so you'd like to see a nice
31,
4 or 5 yard first down play.
This is a time where they really need to respond now. Started with a lot of enthusiasm, need to maintain that. Lions, they hand it to Everett, and he tries to get the corner. He does a little bit, picks up about 5 on the play.
We have a flag.
Number 24, Kai Everett on the carry. Brian Knott on the tackle for the Warriors.
A holding against the Lions, which you just obviously did not need to have happen. Was it the block, you think, that right at the corner, you think that was the hold?
No, he threw it somewhere in the middle where the linemen are.
So it's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Lions. And they're not a team that can pick up long first downs. As Rob said, they need to kind of plug away.
Lions. 1st down and 20.
Yeah, we got a whistle.
From their own 21-yard line.
Referee's coming over here to the Chelmsford.
He's 6 on the clock.
Oh, he wants the clock adjusted to 4:28, I believe, or 4:38, and that's what it is right now. All right, here come the Lions. Wilder tosses, completes it to Dugan. Dugan picks up the yardage that they lost on the penalty. He was the leading receiver last week. He had 5 catches in last week's game.
Carter Abel on the tackle for the Warriors.
I'm sorry, 6
9.
catches. That's his 7th on the season.
Brings the ball to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 11 for the Lions.
He's a sophomore receiver. Good speed, very elusive. Wilder fakes it. Everett picks up pretty good yardage. And he's back out to about the 35-yard line.
Carter Abel on the tackle for the Warriors.
Thomas Brown just introduced himself to one of their linebackers. He ended up 10 yards in the defensive backfield on the ground.
3rd down and 6 for the Lions.
And when you say introduces, you don't mean politely said hello.
It's good luck, Warrior fans.
3rd and about 6 for the Lions. Wilder to throw. Has some time. Now he doesn't. Steps away from one and can't get away from the other, and he's brought down
for the Warriors
by number 60,
Sean
Napolitano.
On the tackle for the Warriors. Loss of 10,
and about
4th down and 14 for the Lions.
They were just setting something up to Kai, and it just didn't open up for him.
Lions in punt formation.
Once again, Gable Gray is going to punt it. He's standing at about the 12-yard line.
Back deep to punt. Returning for the Warriors, Connor LeBrun.
He had a big kick his last time. Oh, he almost got that one blocked. LeBrun comes up and takes it and returns it about 10 yards to the 40-yard line.
Return brings the ball past
yeah, there's going to be a little work on that punt blocking. There was an entire defensive line of Andover was in there, causing Cable to kind of short-leg it.
I thought Gable took a little too much time there, too. I think he's got to realize that he's got people coming at him. He's going to get that ball off quicker. We're going to be in trouble.
I think that was true last week, too. Londonderry was close a couple times, and Andover probably saw that. They've got it at the 40. This is their third possession of the first quarter with 2:25 to play. Hand off to Berger, and he bounces. He's a tough running back.
Dante Berger on the carry.
Does not come down easily. Picks up 8. 2nd and 2.
Cooper Campo on the tackle for the Lions. 2nd down and a long 2 for the Warriors.
Hand off Berger to the outside and cuts back and gets blasted. Number 72 for the Lions, Jose Bethel. He lost 3 or 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 4
for the Warriors.
And of course, I'm sure they are in 4-down territory here. Inman is a senior quarterback. He waited 3 years to get this job. Sweep. Lions are there, and they stop him. It's going to be 4th down. I like the pursuit of the Lions and the intensity that they're playing with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every day they do some sort of pursuit drill, a defensive drill, and they're just, there's proof of it. You had 8 guys around that ball.
For the Warriors.
This is an important play for both teams. 4th down, about 5.
4th down and 5 for the Warriors at the 34 of the Lions.
Watch out. I'd watch out for the screen pass here.
Yeah, that's good. Say that again, Dave.
I'd be watching out for the screen pass here. They ran about 3 or 4 of them last week against Shrewsbury.
Let's see what they do. Oh, Lions came offside, and that's going to make this a big, different play.
Flag down on the play.
What a huge mistake for the Lions there.
Neutral zone against the Lions.
1st down.
I hate this rule.
And it looks like it brings the ball to the 29.
And NCAA rules.
And it's enough for
as long as you didn't touch the offensive lineman and got back in time, it wasn't offsides.
And that just, this is, I think, the 2nd year or 3rd year that they've done it. And I agree with you, Rob. Every time I see it, I cringe. Give the defensive player a chance. 1st and 10. Toss over the middle, and looking for number 8, who is Jason DeJesus.
Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors.
Mike Canada almost had himself a pick.
He thrown that a little higher. Canada had the ball right in his lap. 2nd and 10. The ball is at the 29-yard line. Hand off straight ahead, and needs to break a tackle. Does break a tackle. Couple of tackles. Takes it down to the 10.
A little shake and bake all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Initial contact happens right at the line of scrimmage, and then he just keeps going, and that's another big gain.
Berger on the first down. That's going to end the first quarter.
But that's enough for another Warriors first down and goal.
This is kind of the difference between really, really quality teams and teams that are close. Mistakes.
With the score, your Andover Golden Warriors 7.
You can't make mistakes. We talk about it all the time. And going off sides. I mean, we had a good, tough stand there, and you just give them the 5 yards.
And they carry that momentum right into another first down.
Yeah, I mean, like Rob said, the Lions are there for the initial stop. They just can't. They're not wrapping up, and it looks like Burgers is bouncing off of people here. The Lions just have to, remember the basic tackle and wrap them up.
How difficult is it to come back from getting drubbed 40-0 and having to play like 4 days later, having to play against another quality opponent?
Well, it really isn't easy. I know that's like the simple answer, but films really weren't that congenial on Monday, and what we're looking for. I mean, there was a better team, but we look for better play, and we're looking for things that coaches can't do, which is your players' mindset. And I think that's the topic of conversation this whole week. And once you kind of get in your mind, like, we can play better and you need to play better, I think, we are seeing better play right now, and they just got to limit the mistakes.
You're so right, Rob. It's not just a physical game, which of course it is, but there's also a very important mental part to this too. And I thought the handoff was to Berger, but
the keeper for the Warriors.
And the quarterback kept it, did a nice job.
We'll call it a gain of 4.
Takes it to the 7-yard line. This is second and goal at about the 7. Straight ahead handoff into the end zone.
Berger up the middle.
Berger on the second play of the second quarter.
Touchdown.
Puts Andover up 13-0.
We have a flag down on the play.
Unsportsmanlike on Andover.
Touchdown is a call in the field.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Andover, but the touchdown will count.
Unsportsmanlike penalty on the Warriors. The touchdown is good. And the 15 yards will be assessed later. Nate Bernardin on for the extra point for the Warriors.
This is starting to look a little bit like last week, but with a different attitude of the Lions. How long can they maintain it?
Well, I think we have to put together a drive, and we have really kind of stopped ourselves. The second drive, we get a good 4 or 5 yards, but a holding calls it back. So you limit those mistakes on offense, keep the ball for 8 plays, 10 plays, and this is a different ball game.
Andover takes time out. They didn't have enough guys on the field. Hard to understand when you're on the extra point team and your team scores. What are you doing? But
that's usually a freshman thing. we yell at the freshmen all the time. Remember, you're on the team.
And they don't.
And they don't. Right, Dave. Bruce Beim, David Markham, Rob Russo, Pete Padula. He's discovered a new lease in life. The NFL is next on Pete's agenda. All right, Andover will attempt the extra point. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. I have this number 19 as Nate Bernardino, but the announcer is giving a different call. And he makes his second in a row, so it's 14-0 just underway in the second quarter.
14-0 over the Lions.
Andover, Methuen, Central Catholic, the upper echelon of the Merrimack Valley Conference. Along with this year, I would put Billerica right in that category.
Oh, absolutely. I think the Merrimack Valley is as strong as it's ever been. You know, they changed a bunch of things around over the last several years with the way we do playoffs and whatnot. And whatever the argument is, I really do think it hurt league play or divisional play. But now that the league is back, I mean, this is a good league, and every week is going to be a tough game.
And those teams obviously have to play one another, so you just have to hang around. The ball is back to the 25-yard line where Andover will kick it off. The 15-yard penalty was assessed.
Will Dever to kick off from his 20 after the 15-yard.
Brooks and Everett back for the Lions. I'd like to see Kai get the ball in some open space running room. He's going to get the ball. Takes it at the 25, comes to this side where he has some room, gets a block, the sideline, and a great return by Everett.
The kicker, Will Dever, on the tackle for the Warriors.
That's what he can do if he gets a little space. So now the Lions have to take advantage of that return. They're going to get the ball right about they're going to get it right at the 48-yard line of Andover.
Into Warriors territory. 1st and 10 Lions from the Warriors 48.
And so far in the season, the Lions have not put together probably more than a 4 or 5 play drive. So we need one here. Three receivers to the right, to the left, excuse me, of Wilder. Everett dances ahead, picks up good first down yardage. Use those receivers.
Everett off the left side for 5 on the play.
That's what you need. You need 5-yard first down plays.
2nd down and 5 from the 43 of the Warriors.
2nd and 5. Kai showing good running ability on that play. Lions are in a similar setup, but they have 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Wilder to throw it, has his receiver. Dugan jitterbugs and gets away, and whoa.
He was looking to throw that flag though. He didn't have to touch him. I don't think he touched him that hard, and it's a block in the back.
Flag down on the play.
I think the Lions are going to be penalized, and I don't think the penalty actually happened. It was just an anticipation penalty.
The Warriors 27 before the flag.
Yeah, I mean, the referee, Jake Brooks had his back to the referee. I don't know. I thought he gave him a little shove, but it's just unnecessary at that point. Just more mistakes.
Should be a first down mistake.
I believe it's still a first down, though, yeah. And, great run by Nate.
Block in the back against the Lions.
Dugan impresses every week. Every week he impresses.
From the 45 of the Warriors.
It is a first down for the Lions. See if they can keep this going now. Wilder has plenty of room, looking for it. Oh, it's intercepted.
Connor LeBrun on the
Unfortunately, LeBrun, the interceptor.
Have it 1st and 10 at their 19.
Looking for Engelhardt, but he threw it into double coverage, which really probably wasn't the greatest idea.
That was Brooks. He stopped running too. I mean, coverage recovered, but you got to keep running after that pass.
All right, we get a first down and we give it right back. It's a 1st and 10, and the ball, the 21-yard line. 16. Edmond to throw it, looking deep. His receiver breaking open, and makes the catch.
On the big unit for the Warriors.
Got behind Nate Duggan on the play.
Of the Lions, and you know what that means. It's an
Andy Walls.
First down.
That was a great recovery.
Yeah, it was. He was beaten and looked like for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, they're taught once the receiver gets behind you, just run and don't look and react to the receiver's hands.
Edmond keeps the ball and he throws it. I thought he might have been even over the line of scrimmage, but maybe not. Incompleted forward pass.
Johnny Edmonds pass.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10.
Tried to kind of make one up there.
The 45 of the Lions.
14-0 is the score. Andover on top. We're in the second quarter. 9:27 to play. Andover with the ball at their Chelmsford 45-yard line. Handoff and Stone right at the line of scrimmage.
By the Lions defense after a 1-yard gain.
Berger and taken down by the Lions number 55, Cooper Campo.
For the Lions.
I'm sorry, Cooper's really bringing himself to the forefront of Chelmsford linebacker corps. He had a great week last week, actually, and he's doing the same thing this week.
He was outstanding in defeat last week. 3rd and 9. Toss to the side, to the flanker. The Lions had guys, but they couldn't contain him. And a first down.
De Jesus. Hanging off Chelmsford Lions all the way to the 30-yard line.
They had two guys out there, Dave, but just couldn't contain them.
First down.
Yeah, the two Lions were there, just a little over pursuit, a little too anxious, and De Jesus made a nice cutback.
This is really an aerial show. There's no question about it.
One of the things the Lions are going to learn, I mean, you got to go 100 miles an hour every week in this league.
And for the entire football game.
Dante Berger with an 8-yard gain for the Warriors on first down.
And we have a injured player out there. Shaking up is number 8.
Making a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3.
But he's okay staying in. 2nd and 3.
I think it's an equipment thing.
Okay, equipment. Inman fires. He's got a cannon. Completed it.
Johnny Edmonds pass complete to number 16, Brian Knott. Brings the ball inside
receiver.
The 15 to the 13, and it's enough for another Warriors first down.
It's not bad enough they get the first downs. We have to listen to it in our ears every time. Sweep to the left with holes. Coming close to the end zone. Knocked out at the 2.
Thrown out of bounds.
Berger knocked out at the
1-yard line.
1st and goal. One thing, Andover, it takes no time at all for them to score.
I mean, they're quick strike, and they have a lot of weapons. And, of course, that quarterback has an arm. So it's a track meet, really.
No question about it. This could be Berger right straight ahead. Andover clearly the better team right now, and Berger plows into the end zone.
Into the end zone again, and the Warriors now lead 20-0.
Now we got a couple of flags. Little bit of temper flaring there. We'll see which way it goes. Andover is a team that loves to be a front runner, and they really let you know it.
I mean, this is going to be against both teams. But I tell you what, it boils down to Chelmsford was standing up. You got to play low when you're down in that scoring situation.
So we've played approximately 16 minutes in this game, and Andover is better a point per minute. They're attempting their 21st point. Personal foul. I didn't see both ways. Did he go both ways on that? He did.
I think did he just eject Josiah Russell?
I don't know if he got ejected or they just took him off the field. Yeah, Josiah Russell seemed to be the one that was in the middle of that, and he's off the field now. Not sure if he's been ejected or just taken off by the coaches for the moment.
It's always difficult to assess a celebration penalty after a touchdown, of
Personal
course.
fouls by both teams.
And the extra point, once more.
Nate Bernard on for the kick.
Bedard in for the kick.
Max Dyer to hold.
Good snap and good kick, and 21-0.
The kick is good, and the Warriors now lead 21-0 over the Lions.
I'm telling you, that's a slow snap. I'm not sure we can't block that at some point.
It's almost a pop-up coming back there. Lions have been once again hammered early in the football game. The inability to keep the possession of the football.
Well, that interception killed us. So that interception is a 14-point swing. We were going in for a score. You go, tip ball gets intercepted and they drive it down and score. It's really hard to kind of come back from that stuff.
And I'm not sure that the Lions defense is capable of stopping this offense. Certainly haven't exhibited that yet. Andover stopped themselves once on a fumble, but the Lions have not been able to stop them.
Will Dever to kick off for the Warriors.
Doherty's kick is out of bounds.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
Andover's close to offsides every kick.
They were last week. Yeah, I noticed on the film, Andover gets a nice little head start, especially number 5, Joseph. 6 kickoffs last week I saw. He was offsides on 5 of them. No calls.
Okay, the Lions will get the football at the 35-yard line. And they will go on offense, hoping to accumulate some first downs here and take time off the clock. Accomplish 2 things. Kyle hands it to Everett. He turns the corner, and we got a flag.
Flag down on the play.
This is going to come back. So, mistake number, 7, 8.
Kyle Everett on the carry.
1 per series.
Holding call against the Lions.
Holding a receiver out on the edge, right in front of the referee, so you can see it.
Right.
First down and 20.
Very easy call to make. It's not as if they're not coached. They are coached, but the mistakes are still there. Mental discipline, so important. First and 20. Or, I guess, a spot foul, so first and about 18. Wilder completes it. Gable Gray gets about 8
Samuel
back.
Joseph on the tackle after an 8-yard gain.
It's going to be 2nd down and 12.
Gable Gray on the tackle for the
It would be
Lions.
great if it were first down, and now it would be 2nd and 4.
Exactly. The mountain is big enough without making it bigger. Wilder flushed out of the pocket, has some room to run it, fires it, completed. Dugan, first down to the 50. He is still down though, however. Sophomore catching their football, and he
Connor
is
Atchison on the tackle for the Warriors.
not able to get up yet.
Looks like a cramp.
Kate Shagnon right out there quickly, and I think you're right, Rob.
Yeah, one of his players was stretching out his leg, so.
He's coming off the field. He's a little ginger, but I think you're right. I think that is a cramp. 1st and 10, Chelmsford. The Lions will get down, but they will not quit. They will continue to battle for the entire 48 minutes. Wilder keeps it. It's got good room. Breaks it away. Almost one guy.
Wilder on the keeper.
Picks up 12 to the 38-yard line.
Anderson again on the tackle. That brings the ball into Warrior territory to the 38.
First and 10 Lions.
10 Lions.
2 consecutive first downs, 2 plays. Lions trying to capitalize now on that momentum. Wilder again, this time nothing.
Wilder on the keeper, taken down in the backfield.
Loss of about 3 to the 41-yard line.
With a tackle for the Warriors.
Second
Loss
and
of 2 on the
12.
play. Second down and 12 from the 40-yard line.
Wilder runs, gets some room, makes a good fake, and takes it to
Joseph on the tackle for the Warriors.
Close to the
Wilder
30.
on the carry.
Gains about 9 or 10 on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
To the 31. 3rd down and 4 for the Lions.
Kyle using his legs when his receivers were covered. I'd like to see Engelhardt get involved. He was a factor last year. He hasn't really been one so far this year.
He hasn't been on the field.
Wilder again runs into a defensive player. Picks up a couple.
Right into the heart of the defense.
It's going to be 4th and about 3.
This is where you need kind of a fullback type back. So that's Kai Everett leading on a block for Kyle Wilder. And not that Kai's not tough, but you'd like to see a nice, like, 200-pounder heading through that hole first.
Lions are going to take their first time out of the first half.
Timeout Lions.
It's a big play for them.
4th down and 3 coming up for the Lions.
They need, as you can easily understand, they need a first down here.
Let's have a big round of applause for both sets of cheerleaders. The Chelmsford Lions cheerleaders and the Andover Warriors cheerleaders.
The ball is at the 30-yard line, just about the 30-yard line. Yep. Lions need to get 3, long 3, short 4. And let's see what kind of a play they dial up here. Some type of a rollout, I would expect.
Yeah, I agree, Bruce. I think they're going to get Kyle on the outside with a run-pass option here. Let's see what happens.
Maybe before anything, you just try the little long count, see if they jump.
Excellent idea, Rob. Try to get them to help you as you help them. They did do the long count and got their own team.
Start on the Lions.
My goodness, I just.
That'll back them up 5.
They were trying to draw them outside.
Yeah. That's what they were trying, and did it to their own team.
From the 35 of the Warriors. Let's get loud, Warriors fans.
That should have been called in the huddle. You don't need to call that on the field. There's a signal for that call, and the receivers didn't see it.
Wilder has time, looks, fires, has a man there, and interference. That's pass interference is called. Is that Engelhardt or Brooks? Engelhardt, right?
Is it Engelhardt? Was that Brooks? Is that 0 or 8?
Yeah, the number, it's a long way away, and it's tough to tell. It's either 8 or 0, and they look alike.
Incomplete. We have a flag down on the play.
It's going to be a first down.
Pass interference on the Warriors. That's an automatic first down for the Lions. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line.
Wilder looks for Duggan, and just over his head.
Pass is incomplete.
He was closing on that football.
Connor Atchison in coverage for the Warriors.
2nd and 10.
The ball's been coming out of Kyle's hands much better tonight too. Some nice passing. He shows a strong arm. He's aware of what's on. He's directing his receivers. That's looking pretty good.
Pass is intended for Nathan Duggan.
Totally agree. Playing with a lot of poise tonight,
Duggan.
and he has command of the offense. Wilder is offset to the left. I'm sorry, Everett offset to the left. They give it to him. Gets a block. Comes straight ahead. Picks up 3 or 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6, 7. 4 down territory.
Kai Everett on the carry. Taken down by number 5 for the Warriors, Sammy Joseph.
Good thing again is taking time off the clock. 3:38 to play in quarter number 2.
For the Lions. Inside the Warriors 20.
Timeout, Andover.
Warriors.
Boy, it's tough to make your living on the backs of 16, 17-year-olds, isn't it?
Well, I mean, anything can happen, and it just seems over the last 2 weeks, Chelmsford, I don't know if it's jitters. Remember, a lot of these kids haven't played before. We have a lot of young kids playing, and that tends to lead to some mistakes.
Plus, it's I don't know if you could start your season with a tougher twosome than they're facing the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it doesn't get easy. Methuen's next week.
With outstanding brother combination. 3rd and 7.
That last play, Kai did a great job making something happen. Andover pursued well, and he put his foot in the ground and found a little opening and just got what he could get.
That was a nice patient run by Kai there. Waited for the hole to open and just shot for it.
All right, the Lions put Dugan in the slot. They have 3 receivers to the left. Wilder rolls that way. Looks, fires. Almost intercepted.
Pass is intercepted by the Warriors.
It was intercepted.
Number 16. Brian Knott on the interception. And
Brian
the
Knott
take over.
The second interception of the night.
You can't throw kind of like that across your body. He didn't set his feet. And Kyle Engelhardt just went in, so it has been Jake Brooks at a receiver.
It's just almost a call that you would have loved to have seen, but on this side of the field, running to his right. That was a really difficult pass to complete. And Andover has athletes. They're not just guys in football suits. They're athletes. Enman calls signals. He's a tall 6'3" quarterback with a cannon. Dances out of the pocket. Finds Dante Berger. And he makes a couple of guys miss. 3:10 to play. First down.
We have flags down on the field. That's enough for the Warriors. First down.
I think Andover has used a couple of timeouts. And what's the face mask against the Lions?
Personal foul face mask on the Lions.
I didn't see it.
I did not see it. Probably was there, but I didn't see it. 21-0, Andover in the lead. 3 minutes, 10 seconds, second quarter. Inman completes. And first down yardage.
Johnny Inman. Jason DeJesus on the catch for the Warriors.
Boy, he
Brings
spread
the ball past the 40-yard line.
He spreads the ball around too. He uses all his receivers.
Warriors. First down.
Yeah, I mean, Andover's picking up 10 yards at a whack, and when everybody's covered, he has a check down to the back.
Dante Berger with the hot potato.
He almost fumbled that. He almost dropped the handoff, but he picked up a couple. They are at the 45-yard line. Over the middle, wide open.
Jason DeJesus.
Who got it? Fumble. Who gets it? Who gets it? Chelmsford gets it. Second
Jason
Warrior fumble.
From Johnny Inman. The ball is fumbled and recovered by the Lions at their own 28-yard line.
Jason DeJesus fumbled it.
10 Lions at their own 28.
I didn't get the person who recovered it.
I think it was Kai.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, Chelmsford has 2 minutes, 4 seconds. But the field is a long one in front of them. They're at the 28-yard line. I know the Lions are down by 21 points, but there have been some positive signs this week.
We've done everything today except put it in the end zone, and it's just been some mistakes. 2 interceptions and, penalties.
Wilder rolls it to the side. I was hoping he'd go before. Oh, it was almost intercepted again. One more count if he'd held on. And
with a near interception.
Nate Crowell was breaking wide open. But a little bit of pressure on Kyle. 2nd and 10. Kyle is looking. Oh my goodness! Almost picked it.
Pass intended for Gable Gray.
Gable Gray was the intended receiver. The Lions haven't taken only about 10 seconds off the clock.
3rd down and 10 for the Lions at their own 28-yard line.
Lions right now are without Kai Everett. He's right here on the bench talking to Kate Shagnon, the trainer. 3rd and 10. Down and out. And completed. And short of the first down, though. Crowell is the receiver. And Lions will send the punt team, I believe. Yes, they will.
Nathan Cowell on the
Andover
catch.
took a timeout
It's
too.
short of the first down. Connor Atchison on the tackle. Brings up
I think that's their 3rd timeout.
Lions.
Hopefully.
Timeout Lions.
Hopefully Kyle is going to be able to get back into this game in the second
popcorn,
half.
Hot dogs, pizza.
Kate's putting some ice somewhere on his hand.
Including fried dough. Check it out.
Yeah.
Big 4th down and 2 for the Lions in punt formation. Gable Gray back to punt. Connor LeBrun deep for the Warriors.
A little quick at that time. Gable hits a real good punt. It's over his head, and he's going to let it go. And the Lions will cover it almost at the goal line. And it's about the 1 yard line. That was a real big
ball rolls all the way inside the 10 and it's down at the 6 yard line.
6 yard line, sorry.
Where the Warriors take over.
Too many lines on the field.
Yeah, yeah. Lions now have pinned the Warriors, and let's see if Andover decides to sit on it here. They have 94 yards. I don't think they will.
No, they took a timeout before the punt, so they want some time to kind of run some plays. And at 10 yards of whack, I don't see why that's a bad idea on their part.
And
that's their last timeout too.
And with a 21-point lead, they don't really need to. Inman from his end zone, airs it out, throws it deep, and caught.
Andrew Wallace on the catch for the Warriors.
That was a great pass. Andrew
Johnny
Walls.
Evans with a beautiful pass all the way up to the 35-yard line, and it's enough for the Warriors. First down.
Great catch, great pass. And
Dante Berger hit up the middle after a gain of 5 to the 41.
The clock will run now. We're at about a minute to go.
Warriors.
Lions desperately need to keep them off the scoreboard here. Throwing deep over the middle, and it has his receiver.
Johnny Inman to Brian Knott all the way to the 25 of the Lions. And you know what that means. It's enough for the Warriors. First down.
And we have 41 seconds. They ground the ball, spike it. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Not picking up 10 yards at a crack anymore. It's more like 25.
Yeah, I mean, it's a high-powered offense, and we're not getting much pressure now, and they're moving fast. That's a lot of pressure on a defense.
Dave, they must have 7, 8, 9 guys who have caught a forward pass. Different guys.
Yeah, right now I have them down 7 different receivers right now, 7. And the last 2 players have both been for 30 yards.
60 yards in 2 plays.
65.
There's a run mixed up. Oh, that's right. There was a run. Into looking for the corner, and
Johnny Edmonds' pass.
oh my goodness, what a catch.
To number 10, Andrew Wallace.
Just throw it up.
That is one of the best catches I've seen.
Warriors.
That was a
Touchdown,
terrific
Johnny
catch.
Edmond, 25-yard touchdown pass.
I mean, the defender was in phase. He had inside leverage. He saw the ball coming and just couldn't get his hand on it. And I mean, that is a great catch.
That makes the score 27-0.
You can't defend it much better than that, and it was just perfect execution by Andover. So they went about 95, 94 yards to pick up their 28th point of the night. They've had 2 long drives tonight.
28-0.
34 seconds to play, and the Lions are down by a score of 28-0. And Andover can put some points with their offensive team up on the scoreboard. I hate to say it, but a couple more scores and we're into running time for the 2nd week in a row.
Will Devers set to kick off.
We've knocked twice in the red zone. Just can't put it in.
That was the same thing last week.
Along with number 5. Nathan Dugan.
That's offsides.
Yeah, it is, by about a yard and a half.
Yep.
No question he's offside.
Into the end zone for a touchback.
They're getting a jump on every kickoff.
First and 10.
Not that it really matters. Lions will get the ball, and the mountain now has grown to be a colossal
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 34 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 for Chelmsford. And Kyle takes a knee, and that's going to wrap it up for the first half. So, for the second week in a row, the Lions are on the short end of a real big score.
With your score, Andover Warriors 28, Chelmsford Lions 0.
Andover, a very impressive football team. We'll take a break as well, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff coming up very shortly. All right, everybody, we're back. Bruce Bryan, Bruce Bryan, wish Howie were here, but not able to make it.
Well,
Rob Russo and David Markham.
For the second half for the Warriors.
And Pete Padula manning the camera. The Lions are going to receive down 28-0. They have lost Kai Everett for the night, hopefully not the season, but it doesn't look good. And Dugan and Brooks are back for the Lions. And this looks like Dugan. Straight ahead. Now to the right, cuts back, stays on his feet, finds some running room.
Dugan on the return.
Right now he is close to being the best offensive player on the team.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has some fantastic moves. You know, he's kind of low center of gravity. He has extremely quick feet, and he's actually fast at the same time. So he's an exciting player to watch.
Dave, break to the people who are still watching, hopefully they are, the bad news and a couple of stats for us.
Well, the basic point of this is that Andover had 340 total yards on offense to, I believe, 83 for the Chelmsford Lions. So that just gives you an indication of what's going on here. And Johnny Enman has thrown for 243 yards in the first half.
Brian McSweeney and Brian Knott.
Pretty much says it all, doesn't it? The completion on the first play to Dugan picks up 4.
Second down and
second and 6.
Now, one of the issues with Kai being out, his backup is Dylan Dulon, who's a freshman. He's a good player, but he's a freshman.
So, maybe down the road, that's a great thing. For tonight, not so good, I don't think. He is the running back beside Wilder. Wilder was going to throw it, pulled it back down, and gets taken down. No gain on the play. 3rd and 6 right away for the Lions. Maybe 3rd and 7.
Sean Napolitano on the tackle for the Warriors. No gain on the play.
Just underway in the third quarter. Lions trailing 28-0.
3rd down and 7 for the Lions.
We have seen a very impressive aerial show tonight from the Andover Warriors. Wilder looks for Dugan, and he caught it. He is a sophomore with great potential. Great pass by Wilder, too.
Dugan on the catch.
He outfought 2 guys and came up with the football. I'm going to say he is the
Warriors
offensive player best on the team.
I mean, certainly tonight he's showing that.
Cody on the tackle for the Warriors.
Wilder has hung in there tonight, too, very well. Lions get a first down in midfield. Wilder throws it, caught, and a big hit out there. Bouncing right back up, though, is Dugan.
And a big hit.
knock him down, but he gets back up. He picks up
Sammy
5.
Joseph on the hit for the Warriors.
Give him 4. 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 for the Lions at the Warriors' 45-yard line.
Lions going strictly with an aerial show. That's Dugan again. Let's not wear him out.
On the catch.
So they ran an out pattern there, but the widest receiver was left all alone on a go pattern. So that's something maybe to look back.
3rd down and 4 for the Lions
Like
at
right,
the 43 of the Warriors.
like right now. Why wait? 3rd and 5 for Chelmsford. Fake. Wilder.
Dugan's wide open.
And Wilder picks up 3. It's going to be 2nd and 2. On 4th and 2.
Dever on the tackle for the Warriors.
Good job by Kyle.
From Connor LeBrun.
Dave was screaming for Dugan again.
Stops Chelmsford.
Yeah, Nate was wide open, but he was all the way across the other side of the field, and I don't think Kyle ever saw him.
From the 41 of the Warriors. Let's get loud, Warriors fans.
Long count, trying to draw him off. Did not work, so now they're going to run a play. At the 42-yard line. And nice job to pick up the first down. That is a Dylan DeLong, a freshman running back. So far in the second half, it's been a sophomore and a freshman.
For the first down.
Andover's cornerback, I think it was, is limping off the field. He didn't get up too quickly.
First down, Chelmsford. Wilder, stop and go. He's got a man wide open. There it is, Rob. The Lions' first points of the season. A 42-yard touchdown pass. Wilder to
Jake Brooks. 37-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are on the
Engelhardt for the touchdown. Lions' first score of the night. Kyle's first touchdown pass of the year. And the Lions finally break through and get some points. Mike Beerworth has waited a long time to attempt his first extra point of the season as well. He made 43 of them last year. One of the best kickers in the conference. That was a good drive by Chelmsford, strictly through the air except for one running play. Oh, and Beerworth did not hit that well at all.
Kick is no good. The score, Warriors 28, Lions 6.
I think it was a little bit of a problem with the hold.
On the extra
it looks like he tried to hold up, so probably a little trouble putting the ball in the tee. Was that a stop and go? I didn't see that pattern, but it sure was pretty.
It was a stop and go. That was a stop and go. I saw Kyle do a pump fake with the ball, and then by the time he threw it, Brooks was wide open.
28-6. The Lions are on the board with 7:53 to play in the third quarter. So good for Chelmsford, not giving up, coming back with some spirit.
Berger, Chris Desson deep for the Warriors.
And Beerworth will now kick it off for the second time tonight. Showed a very strong leg on his first kick and has all of last year. He's a senior kicker and one of the best in the conference. Little turnover here, and this could get interesting.
Michael Beerworth to kick off for the Lions.
I don't know about you guys, but the mosquitoes are starting to take off over here. Beerworth to the 5. And Beerworth makes the tackle. Berger burst up straight ahead, up the middle.
But not until he gains a ton of yards all the way to the 48-yard line where the Warriors start first down and 10.
First and 10, Andover at the 48-yard line. It's a return of about 43 yards. Andover on this first offensive possession of the second half. One of the things of playing the opponents that Chelmsford has played so far is that it's taking a little bit of a physical toll on Chelmsford. They're losing some guys. Inman is back. Oh, he's not back at quarterback. They've replaced him. He's a receiver. Little razzle-dazzle. And
Chris Desson on the pass.
Dom Papa receiving it.
Dominic Papa on the catch.
First down yardage to the 35-yard line.
And that looks like it's enough for another Warriors. First down. Inside Chelmsford territory to the 39-yard line.
Inman now hands it off, and the stop was there by almost the stop made
Berger fighting for a yard
by Cooper Campo. It was right in the right place. And we have a Lion a little slow getting up, but everything's okay. Andover never goes into a huddle. They just call everything from the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Inman fires it, and good tackle by Brooks. I'm sorry, by Dugan.
Jason DeJesus on the catch.
And timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Looks like a cramping Andover player.
And he's quickly, he's still down on the sideline. I didn't see him over there.
I wouldn't mind, but it's the coolest night in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's hard to understand.
Although that's what the problem is. A lot of kids think it's cool. I don't have to drink water or Gatorade or whatever. And, you know, you're exerting. You're going to sweat. You're going to lose fluids, and you need to replenish.
He's up and hobbling with the cramping sensation. It's 3rd and 8 for Andover. The ball at the 37-yard line.
3rd down and 8 for the Warriors.
Back to pass is Edmond. He steps up, he throws it into the ground.
Johnny Edmonds passing complete, looking for Dante Berger.
And he
brings
got
up 4th down and 8 for the Warriors.
Edmond got popped pretty good on
Yeah, he did. He tried to get a little too cute, and the Lions really were all over it.
It's 4th down. Lions could get back in this football game, make a stop here. Andover has 3 wides to the right, 2 to the left. Lions have a blitz and a screen, and first down and more.
Dante Berger on the catch from Johnny Edmond.
We may have had a
flag down on the play.
Ineligible, no, holding.
Holding
That's
on
a
the
good call.
Warriors.
Because Chelmsford, actually, the linebacker who was responsible for that screen read it pretty well. He couldn't get free from that block.
It'll bring up 4th down and 13 for
Yeah, it was just a matter of time before Andover threw a screen pass, and Lions played it well. Goaded Andover into a holding penalty here. Another cramp on the field, it looks like. I'm not sure who that is.
One of the Lions, and we'll see who it is. Kate's out there looking for some of her assistants. It's going to be a 4th down and 12 for Andover.
I have a sneaking suspicion that no one was drinking water during school today, which is when hydration actually occurs.
Starting to show, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, it must be low 60s right now. It's a very cool night. No humidity, really.
No wind, no humidity, just mosquitoes.
And an aerial attack on the field.
That's right. 6:15 To go, third quarter, 28-6. The Golden Warriors on top. Chelmsford does lead this series, 33 victories, 27 defeats, and 5 ties. But they haven't won for the last 4 times that they've played Andover.
And I started playing against Andover as a student in 1981, I think. And I think there were Perrys then, and there's still Perrys.
You can't get rid of them. They're like, they stick to you like honey. That was Engelhardt.
It's like it looks like Grant Engelhardt. Yeah, he's still limping a little bit here.
All right, the Lions have to come up with a stop.
Fourth down and 13 for the Warriors.
Edmund deep, has a receiver out there, and touchdown.
Chris Desson all the way for the Warriors. Wow. Touchdown.
He was
a beautiful pass.
5 yards clear of the defender. That was just simply, I'm going to run down the field, you throw it down the field, and we'll get a touchdown.
Personal foul roughing the passer on the Lions. The Warriors will decline.
It's hard to defend.
And the result is
got one of the fastest kids on the field just running a pass pattern.
It's just pure speed and execution of the quarterback. He has talent. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up next year.
That was Jake Brooks that was cramping up, still on the sideline here.
Nate Bernard in the kick.
And it's executed perfectly. Andover has made very few mistakes. 35-6.
Over the Lions.
6 minutes straight up on the clock. Or 6:01, I'm sorry. It's not 6 straight up. We are getting multiple players with cramping situations here. Okay, the Lions have to get some new people into the kickoff return team. Gable Gray is going to be one of them. Nate Dugan is the other one.
I'd like to see these younger Lions playing tonight. You got 2 sophomores back for the kickoff. You got Dulong at running back, and I think it bodes well for the future.
This is the time that they should play. You're right, Dave. Etch this in your memory. Remember this. A couple of years from now, it'll be your turn.
Will Dever to kick off for the Warriors.
Nice high kick. It's Dugan. Gets his own man out of the way and makes a nice return. Out, still on his feet. Cannot bring him down.
I think he was still going forward. I don't know why they blew the whistle.
That's right. It seemed like he was still making yardage.
Dugan on the return.
He's 5'7", 150. Plays like he's 210. First and 10 Lions.
James Flagg with help from Colin Gilbert on the tackle on that one. First and 10 for the Lions at their own 40-yard line.
Another freshman at running back, Walker. His first name is Jacob Walker.
And Jacob gets the football. Gets about a yard. Welcome to the Merrimack Valley Conference, Jacob.
McSweeney on the tackle for the Warriors.
That's the other thing Chelmsford has to be careful about. We just can't be chucking the ball around. We need to take some time off the clock. It'd be really nice to get some first downs.
2nd down and 9 for the Lions.
And to get out of this without getting any more beaten up than you already are. Wilder completes it to Gable Gray, sophomore, and he fumbles it, but I think the whistle blew.
He was down.
He was down,
by
yes.
contact.
And that's going to create a
3rd
and 4 for the Lions.
3rd down and 4 for the Lions. Connor Atchison with the hit for the Warriors.
The freshman just got lambasted there trying to pass block for Wilder, and he just got chucked aside.
That was a big lineman though. That was coming his way.
Yeah.
It's Sean Napolitano just laid out for DuLong right there.
He is
J.C. Aquino on that tackle.
big body.
Loss of 6. 4th down and 10 for the Lions in punt formation. Cable Gray to punt. Connor LeBrun deep for the Warriors.
A little bit of a high snap, but didn't bother Gray. And getting away from the initial tackle. Picking up yardage about 15 on the return to the 45-yard line.
We have a freshman that's been punting for us, and in practice, he's actually been turning the ball over.
Really?
Yeah, he's actually one of our linemen. He just happens to have that talent. I keep telling him to keep it a secret though, because they're gonna take him up here.
First and 10 Warriors at the 45-yard line.
That's one of the curses you have. You get them really playing well, and all of a sudden they're gone. That's like managing in the minor leagues in baseball. Yeah. New signal caller for Andover, and that's
Dominic Papa for no gain on the play.
That's Papa running signals. Gains nothing. 2nd and
Michael
10.
Canada and Nicholas Cajo on the tackle. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors.
Keiko on the tackle, and I didn't get the other player. Oh, that's right, it was Canada. Papa is number 7. He is the quarterback. He rolls it to his left. He's going to fire it as far as he can throw it, and we've got interference. And that will
Papa's pass intended for Chris Desson with flags all over the field.
Take the ball inside the 50.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He threw that ball, Papa threw that ball a long way too. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Papa keeps it, and he gets taken down.
Dominic Papa on the carry, taken down for a 2-yard loss. Make it a 4-yard loss. 2nd down and 14 for the Warriors.
Lions are still coming hard on defense.
Well, this is one of those things. This is one of those things that you gotta have them play the whole game, because there's no way to simulate game shape. So you gotta get in shape. You gotta play an entire game.
Papa throws it, and it's almost intercepted.
Papa's pass incomplete.
I would think that Andover would want to guard that John Enman as well as they can, because he is the guy that makes this offense go. Keep him protected. It's 3rd and 14.
That was Joe Nordengren on the blitz right there. Almost got to Papa before he let go of the ball. Another sophomore.
Papa hits his receiver right over the middle for the first down.
Nick Ilsley on the catch from Dominic Papa. Ball is inside the 30.
One of the things Andover's been able to do all night is get first downs. Even when it's 2nd and long, 3rd and long, they get the first down.
And they seem to get it fairly easily too. It's wide open receiver. Papa to the left, complete to the 20-yard line.
Nick Gilsley on the catch.
2 minutes to play, quarter number 3.
From Papa again, down to the 20. Gain of 4, second down and 7 for the Warriors.
Chelmsford in danger of giving up for the second consecutive week 40 points. Inside handoff, and I didn't see the ball carrier. Well,
Ben Carter, number 36 on the carry.
Thanks, Dave.
Marcus DeJesus on the carry. 4-yard gain, third down and 3 for the Warriors. At the 15 of the Lions.
Yeah, it's number 25 at DeJesus. Yeah. Yeah. Papa runs the option and runs it well. Runs it down close to first down yardage, and I think he has it. He does.
Dominic Papa with a little wiggle all the way to the 5-yard line. First and goal, Warriors.
Papa is a junior, so the pipeline is still flowing very freely for Andover. And
Dante Berger muscles his way for the Warriors. Touchdown!
Dante Berger on the touchdown. So Chelmsford has given up 41 points. They have been outscored 82-6.
Well, in this game, those early mistakes, that's where you had to keep it close. Andover came out, they were NASCAR, they were moving the ball, and we just made too many mistakes, and they pulled ahead.
Kick is up and good.
Kick is good.
The Warriors extend the lead to 42-6 over the Lions.
39 seconds to play in the third quarter, and the fourth quarter might be a little bit quicker for the second week in a row. This is unheard of in Chelmsford football. Once again, if last year's kids were with us, I think it would be a little bit different. It's just a tough year, that's all.
Yeah, again, we lost a lot of seniors.
Right.
We have a lot of young kids playing. It bodes well for our program where we have such numbers, and I think we just have to get to that level. The junior class was the small class as freshmen, and after that was a lot of numbers. So you'll just see, I think, Chelmsford improving. This was a better week than last week, even though the score's not that indicative. Again, mistakes added maybe 2 touchdowns to the score. Some injuries obviously aren't helping.
It was a better week, Rob. You're absolutely right. The intensity level was better. Execution, they did have some mistakes, but they also did some really good things too. Dugan lost his helmet, and I think we're going to get a penalty.
Joseph on the tackle.
You can't do that.
Of Dugan with a flag down on the play.
Yeah. So the Lions are going to
personal foul face mask on the Warriors.
Get a 15-yard penalty.
15 yards at the end of the run. Chelmsford will start at their own 35-yard line. First and 10.
34 to go in quarter number 3. I would maybe see a new QB here, and certainly to start the fourth quarter anyway. Yeah, Kyle is still the quarterback. Maybe we'll go complete the third quarter. But as Rob said, you can't just take games off. You've got to play 4 quarters sometimes. Long count. And that's completed to Brooks, fighting for first down. Gets about 8 or 9.
Jake Brooks on the catch.
Ball is at the 42-yard line.
Connor Atchison on the tackle. Colin Gilbert as well. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 for the Lions.
Coach Peterson does a great job, and he will spend time with his staff working with these young guys, and they will do the job. Freshman
Connor Atchison with a big play for the defense.
Dylan DeLong, the freshman running back, lost a couple.
Dylan DeLong on the carry. Loss of 5 on the play. Correction, loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 5 for the Lions at their own 35. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Warriors lead at 42-6 over the Lions.
So Andover was off to a great start this year. They demolished Shrewsbury last week. They've done an excellent job against Chelmsford, and their season is in high gear.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they were high up in the standings last year, and they have kids back, seniors and juniors playing. We have a lot of sophomores playing. We lost a lot of kids. It's really, I mean, you say rebuilding. I guess that's really what it is this year, because you kind of lost a personality when you lost those 18 seniors from last year, and so this team kind of has to find theirs.
Yeah, I mean, Andover's going to be really tough down the rest of the season here. I mean, they run the spread offense as well as anybody I've ever seen, and there's just not a lot of teams that run that offense anymore that can stop this. You don't see it a lot in high school football, but they got it down pat, and that's a tough offense to stop.
Wilder airs it out, and Gable Gray fighting for it, but couldn't quite pull it in. Nicely thrown ball by Wilder.
For the Warriors.
4th down.
Looking for number 0.
And the clock is running, so we're playing running time in the 4th quarter. And that's a good decision. There's no reason not to. I think the key now, Rob, is to keep the kids, keep them up, keep them interested, keep them excited. That's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good coaching staff, and there's plenty of incentive to keep going at this.
Catch by Colin LeBrun, and he's tackled on the play.
We have a flag, and I think maybe interference. Did he show fair catch sign?
Yes, he did. LeBron was hit after a fair catch. I'm not sure who hit him, but that's a penalty.
And one of the things I am impressed with Andover is they make few mistakes. They run a multiple set offense, but they don't make mistakes, and that's a hard combination to fight. And as I said, we're going to have a 12-minute quarter exactly. The clock is not going to stop. Papa is still in there as the quarterback.
Warriors have it after the 15-yard penalty, all the way in Lions territory at the 48-yard line.
Papa with a straight handoff. And I have a feeling that Andover is going to do a little bit less throwing at this point in the game. Oh, we've got Thomas Brown down on the field. Hope that's only a cramp.
That's the other thing. There shouldn't be this many cramps. There's something, like I said, we're not hydrating, and they're told to hydrate. Every day the kids weigh in before practice. That we have a Google form that they scan on their phone. They let us know how they're feeling, if there's anything that we might need to be concerned of. So it's not like the coaching staff is just letting them go. So again, we said this before. There's some onus on the players themselves to want to be here, to want to do the right things, to do everything they can to be a better team.
Thomas is still down. It does look like a cramp, and hopefully that's it. He would be irreplaceable. I guess the clock does stop on injuries.
It does.
And Thomas is getting helped up.
I would leave him on the bench.
Yes, that would be the last play, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas, he's so valuable to this team. There's really no positive of leaving him in the game now. Let him rest, get over the cramp, and get ready for Methuen next week.
Chelmsford will be home on Friday night.
2nd down and 7 for the Warriors, the 45 of the Lions.
Hand off to the outside. And a good stop out there on the corner. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 7. Again, want to thank Pete Padula for coming down. He's been a busy man this week. He's got some illness in his crew.
3rd down and 7
and
for
he's
the
doing
Warriors.
A lot of extra duty. So hats off to Peter and great job. 1 tackle avoided, but not another one. Number 10 for the Lions is Mike Canada, a sophomore, and he took him down. 4th down.
Mike's had a pretty good game on defense this week, tonight.
4th down and 5.
Well, I think if you highlight the guys that have played well, they're underclassmen.
Yeah, like I said, we lost a good group.
Formation.
There really was the junior class. Their freshman year was only about 20 kids on the freshman team, so there's some numbers that need to be made up, and they're filling in, but they're young compared to the teams that we're going to face this season. So, I think they're giving a great effort. They're just going to get better and better.
Wilder has had a good night tonight too. I think he had a much better performance tonight than last week. And with the exception of Kai got injured, that was a risky punt, almost blocked, but he got it away. And the Lions will get the football.
At the 17, make it the 16-yard line.
8 minutes
where
to
the
play.
Lions start 1st and 10.
And let's see who comes out at quarterback.
It looks as though Kyle's coming back out. I saw him in the huddle there. We'll see. Looks like a lot of the starters are still in there for the Lions on offense.
One of the things that you try to do as a football program is your practice has to replicate the team you're going to face. And, there's some talent on this Merrimack Valley League, so you've got to keep these guys out here. They've got to see this talent. They've got to play a whole game. They've got to get in shape. It's just as simple as that.
Running play by the Lions. Dylan DeLong to the outside and did an excellent job. He shows very good speed, toughness when he runs. He picks up 6.
Luke Langan on the tackle for the Warriors.
2nd down and 4 for Chelmsford.
Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
DeLong again. An excellent job. And Thomas Brown just cleared a space for him to run. His leg is feeling better.
Luke Langan again on the tackle.
A freshman picking up a 1st down.
Dylan DeLong gets the Chelmsford 1st down.
Toss to the side, completed. And let's see who that was. That was Dugan again.
We made a living last year with him and the freshman team doing
Gilbert
that
comes
play.
Up to make the stop after a 3-yard gain.
I think it's
2nd down
starting
and
to
8
become
for the
clearer
Lions.
and clearer that you're going to, as the season goes along, you're going to rely on your freshman, sophomore group more and more. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Wilder holds it, finds his receiver, and that's an underclassman. Excellent catch. Nate Crowell, Jr. hauls that
Nate
in.
Bernard and James Flagg on the tackle for the Warriors.
Ball is up to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. 5 minutes to play. Quarter 4. Lions on the short end, 42-6. Wilder fakes it, tosses it out to Dugan, runs through one, and gets wrapped up at about the 50-yard line. Picked up 3.
This is what we needed in the first half. We, 3-4 yards on a first down. That's been a killer for Chelmsford. I mean, Andover didn't have too many second and third downs because they would just get first downs.
And Jason Ballou on the tackle for the Warriors. 2nd down and 6.
Evan Datavi gives Dugan a blow. He's deserving of it. And straight ahead, that's Dylan DeLong again. Picked up about 6.
4th down brings up for the Lions.
3rd and 3 for Chelmsford. Wilder flushed out, finds a receiver, and that's Crowell again for the first down.
First down for the Lions.
I wonder how many times, I can't put you on a spot, Dave, but Wilder has thrown the ball tonight probably 30 times.
Nathan Cowell on the catch, first down Lions. Inside the Warriors, 35 to the 31.
24 times, and he keeps it. Wilder has shown some real toughness tonight. Pickup of 8.
Sullivan on the tackle.
And he had some. There were some passes that were dropped, and they were where they needed to be, and they were long passes too. So
with help from James Flagg.
We're under 3 minutes to play.
2nd down and 4 for the Lions.
Wilder looking down and out. Looking jump ball, and it is caught, I believe. No, incomplete. I'm sorry. Incomplete. That was almost a circus catch.
Well,
and I don't know who that was.
That was Grant, wasn't it?
Pass is incomplete. Coverage by the Warriors.
Yeah, it could very well have
been.
No, that was Jake.
Yeah, Brooks.
Well, he did a good job because the receiver's back was to the quarterback, so he didn't put his hands up until the ball was almost there. So
3rd and 3 for Chelmsford. Quick toss out to the side. Completed. Looks like first down yardage.
Ryan DeBenedictis on the tackle for the Warriors.
It's going to be 4th and a little less than a yard.
4th down and a yard for the Lions.
That was Datavi, Dave?
Yep. Evan Datavi on the catch there. 3 yards.
Wilder tosses complete.
Pass is complete. Enough for Chelmsford.
First down.
Again, Datavi. Yeah.
James Flagg on the tackle.
2 in a row. 1:15 to play. 4th quarter. I'd like to see the Lions put one more in the end zone before it's over. And Dylan DeLong picks up a couple. We are not going to get many more plays in this football game. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8.
Nico DeBari on the tackle for the Warriors.
Wilder looks to the corner, has a man, and caught for the touchdown. Datavi.
Touchdown Lions.
Datavi pulls that in. He is a junior receiver. Lions have their second touchdown of the season.
Katavi's a tough competitor. We had him his freshman year. He was actually a tackle and a defensive end.
Wow.
And then he's gone out to receiver and defensive back. Again, tough competitor. I like to see him out there.
Bodes well again. The Lions are lining up for two. Wilder keeps it, tosses it, caught.
The 2-point conversion
Successful.
Is good as well. And that'll wrap it up. The final score, the Andover Golden Warriors
Is that
42,
Crowell?
and the Chelmsford Lions
I think it was Crowell
14.
that caught that. 42-14, but a better performance.
Yeah, again, we know Chelmsford's young. We know this is a tough league, and there's a lot of old kids in this league. So, you know, it's a testing ground and it's a rebuilding year. So, I think good things continue to grow.
Dave, I think we found some new players.
Yeah, like I said before, I like to see the young kids in there playing at this level. I think they're holding their own, and I think it bodes well for the future. And I mean, I don't know how you start with these two teams. To try to beat one of these teams that we just saw in the last 2 weeks is going to be really difficult. So there's the Lions will keep their heads up. The coaches will get them back, and we'll see what they can do against Bethune.
The Lions are blessed with good coaching. We were blessed with good camera work, and thanks, Pete. We appreciate it very much.
Thanks, Pete.
We'll see you next week from Chelmsford with Methuen. Good night.